Hello, I'm Eloise and this is my channel, and for today's video I've decided to do no makeup. This basically means wearing makeup but not looking like you're wearing makeup. I've been doing sunbeds and I developed my freckles, which I'm so happy about. So this makeup look is all about your natural features in the summertime. So when you're on holiday, when you can't be bothered to put much makeup on, this makeup is for you. So I've been wearing this literally almost every single day because I'm really liking how my skin's looking at the minute after my freckles coming through. So this is what I've been doing lately. I've been doing really natural glowy sort of skin with very feathered brows and natural eyes and a really bold lip. I've not been wearing too much foundation and I've really been enjoying it. So I'm going to show you how to do it, and also I'm going to show you how to do I cannot speak today. I'm also going to show you how to do some faux freckles, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, if you want to know how to do this no makeup look, then just keep watching. So first of all, I have literally been drowning myself in this. This is the U-Tan and Tone Coconut Tanning Water for your face, and I've been putting it on every morning and every night. These lights are literally not doing this product any justice. I still look very pale, but I promise you it really works. It's great, and it also helps to hydrate the skin as well. It's enriched with cooling aloe vera, vitamin E, and infused with pure coconut extracts. Now that that's on, I'm going to pop Naked Skin One and Done by Urban Decay, and I've been mixing the shade medium light, which would usually be my shade, and medium, because this warms up a little bit now that I've got a bit of a tan. So I've been doing one pump of each. It's more of like a tinted moisturiser but with the coverage of foundation, and then I've been mixing in my Drop Shot by Urban Decay as well. So I've been doing a couple of drops of that on top just to sort of sheer it out a little bit more, and now it's a lot more liquidy, and I'm just going to use my diffusing highlighter brush by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to pop that all over the skin really roughly, and then I'm going to go in with a bigger brush to buff the rest out because I don't want there to be too much product on my face. I just want it to look really natural, and then I'm going in with my large powder brush just to buff that away. I want this to be really diffused. I love the fact that my freckles have come out. I feel so summery now, even though the weather doesn't show it. We had like a weekend of summer and now it's just completely gone away again. It's really miserable outside, so I thought I'd inject a little bit of summer into my day by doing this tutorial for you. So I'm just bringing that down my neck. I like to not put any product on my eyelids as well. I used to absolutely detest that I had really veiny eyelids, but I think if you cover that up, it gives the game away that you've got makeup on, and we don't want to look like we've got any on. So you can still see my freckles. I don't know if you can see that on camera. Might actually zoom you in a little bit. Perfect. So you can see that's a really light coverage, especially because we added the Drop Shot in there, which is a mix-in facial oil, so it's going to really sheer it out. Now I'm going to add a little bit of warmth to my face. I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal Infallible Stick Foundation in the shade 210 Cappuccino. And I'm going to go in with my highlighting diffusing brush because it still has a little bit of the One and Done on there. So that's going to help it blend into the rest of the face. And I'm going to go in with my large powder brush just to help blend that out. We want this to look really natural and diffused, no harsh lines at all. I always make the mistake of putting cream contour in my hairline, so that's why I put it slightly here rather than here. Because then I can blend it in and then blend it into the hairline rather than having this big brown patch in my hair, because I'm receding a little bit here because I'm blonde and I've got very fair baby hair, so it looks like I'm receding here. So if I get contour in there, it looks awful. As if I'm 21 and I've got a receding hairline. What is going on? I really like the consistency of this product for contour because it's very creamy, so it blends away really nicely. You don't have to work at it too much. And I just think I look so sun-kissed. Love it. Perfect. So now I'm going to go in with my Cover FX Enhancer drops in the shade Moonlight. I literally am obsessed with these drops. I just put a tiny bit on the back of my hand. That's literally all you need. This product is crazy. And then I'm going to take my damp sponge, this is the Real Techniques one, and work it into the sponge because I don't want it to be too much. And I'm just going to pop that on the tops of the cheekbones. And note that I'm doing all of this before my concealer. That's very, very important because you don't want these products to mix into your concealer. That's really, really natural and glowy. So same on the other side, working it into the sponge. And I like to bring it quite far forward into the cheeks so that you can see it from the front as well. And then on the forehead a little bit. Like I've said before, a glowy, sweaty looking forehead is literally one of my favourite things. And because I'm not putting any powder on top, this is going to make it look really, really natural. Not too much, because this product underneath highlighter is obviously very blinding but gives the game away. Which is not what we're going for today. We're looking for natural, healthy, radiant, fresh-faced glow. Okay, so now that that's on, I'm going to go in with my Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm. This isn't, I don't like a too bright concealer, so I use this shade with my foundation to help brighten, but because I've got dark circles, if I went too light, i.e. the shade Fair Neutral, then because I've got dark circles, the ashiness comes through, which obviously I don't want. So I can get away with using Light Warm on my actual skin as well because it's not too bright. I'm just going to put a little bit where I need a little bit more coverage as well. I've got a little blemish there actually. A little bit there, and I've got a couple of scars there which have come through. So I'm going to let that sit there for a second, and I might actually go onto my brows quickly. So I'm going to take my Subversion Lash Primer by Urban Decay, and I'm just going to pop that through my brows. And I've said this before, but if you feel like you don't have any brows or you've got sparse brows, like me, if you feather them upwards and outwards, you have so much more depth to the brow that you can work with. It's just such a great tip because you saw before I put anything in them, I've hardly got any brows, they're very, very thin. So by adding this product and helping to fluff them up, you don't have to go this extreme, but even maybe just a brow gel that's quite flexible like the Urban Decay Brow Tamer, that's just going to fluff them through and not spike them up as much as I like. But if you're new to the fluffy brow game, then it's a great one to start with. So I'm just blending this concealer out with my Real Techniques sponge, and because I've let it sit there for a second, it's just brightened up so much more and given much more coverage as well. And before that sets into my lines, I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline Matte Maker just to set that in place. And I really like this dense brush for it. I'm just going to press that just in that area where I put the concealer, nowhere else. I don't want too much powder on my face. But if I don't set this, then it will set into my lines quite badly. I might even put that around my mouth as well. And now I'm going to go in with my NYX Brow Mascara in the shade Chocolate. Just coming through. This adds colour back to the brows because Subversion blanks them out a little bit, which is not really what we want. And now, just to define a little bit more, I'm just going to take my NYX Micro Brow Pen. I cannot get my words out today. It's so annoying. I'm going to use my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Ash Brown with a very, very light hand. I'm not going too harsh because this is quite a dark colour for me. But I couldn't find my taupe one. And I'm just underlining the brow and flicking through anywhere that's a little bit sparse. But because it's such a microfine nib, you can do brow stroke hairs. So it looks very, very natural. Oh, I love that. Look at them brows though. Now I think I'm going to show you how to do some faux freckles. So I'm going to zoom you in. So I've got this little brow kit and I'm going to use a really fine liner brush. This one's by Zoeva, it's the number 315. And all I'm going to do is take these two lightest colours. You do not want to be using these ones because that is going to give the game away. How many times have I said that today? So I'm just going to tap in very, very lightly and tap off the excess. And all I'm going to do is basically, because you can still see my freckles, I'm just going to go over them slightly. So on my nose you can see them very, very obviously, so I'm just going to trace the ones that we can see. The trick with faux freckles is using lots of different colours and lots of different textures. So I like to go in with the brow powder first, and then I actually like to go in with my brow mascara. And to make this very, very natural looking, I just like to tap it out with my finger. It sort of brings the natural aspect back to your makeup. So if I've got full coverage on, I really like to pop these faux freckles on top so that it makes me look like I haven't got as much makeup on, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I don't know. So my next step is to take my NYX Brow Mascara in the shade Chocolate. If you can go and get a lighter shade, I would advise it, but I haven't got a lighter shade. So all I do, I've taken off the excess off the back of my hand, and I'm just gonna very lightly start to dot, and not a lot comes out, and that's good because you don't want too dark freckles. I'm just making sure that I really tap these out because obviously it's a very dark colour. So every time that I go back in, I'm tapping off the excess. This just gives a lot more dimension. Look, I've gone very, very heavy with that. So just tap it out and it looks so much better. While I'm up close and personal, we may as well do the lashes. So I'm taking my Subversion by Urban Decay. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my L'Oreal, what's this thing called? Miss Baby Roll mascara. And I really like this mascara because of the wand. It literally catches every single lash. And because I've got this Subversion lash primer underneath, it makes them super thick and super long. And that's another thing, I've not really been wearing falsies too much lately either because I really like the look of the veiny eyelid with the natural mascara eyelashes. I'm just going to put a touch and literally kissing the lower lashes. I don't want them to be anywhere as thick as the top ones. Just want a little bit of dimension there. So now I'm going to go in with my 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil by Urban Decay in the shade Checkmate. I have been living, breathing, eating, sleeping in this lipstick. It is incredible. It is just one of my favourite shades. I love, love, love it. So I'm just going to line my lippies. How gorgeous is that colour? It's like a pink coral. And now I'm going in with the matching Vice lipstick by Urban Decay. And this shade Checkmate is a comfort matte, so really, really creamy, not like your conventional I want to rip my lips off because they're so dry matte. So that's really good. And now I'm going to go in with my Hi-Fi Shine lip gloss in the shade Fireball. Also, this shade makes your teeth look so, so white, which I love. That's so gorgeous. Look how shiny that makes your lips look. Okay, so obviously to finish off we need to set the makeup in place. So I'm going to take my All Nighter Pollution Protection setting spray and pop that on. Probably far too much. So that is the finished look. I love this like very natural looking skin with some faux freckles, a bold lip, the whole shebang. This makeup is perfect for on holiday. If you just want to quickly nip out the door, you want to throw some makeup on and look put together, this is a makeup for you. If you liked this video, make sure you give it a huge thumbs up, subscribe and all the jazz. I'm Eloise, this is my channel and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.